Hi everyone, it's Darlene. Welcome back for another card video. Today's card uses the Altenew Cube Builder Stencil, but I'm not using it as cubes. And then I have my Papillon Potpourri and two matching punches from Stampin' Up! That retired a while ago, but I told you guys that I was still going to use these. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start with my card base. So this is just Neenah Solar White folded in half. And I'm going to take my stencil and I'm going to flip it over to center it because it's just much easier to do it that way. And then I'll take some surgical tape and tape it from the back so that I don't have any tape on the front, and then I can flip it over. Now I'm using two gray colors. I've got Fog and Hero Art's Soft Granite ink. I'm going to start with my light one, and I'm going to need a mask because I'm only going to color the center of the stencil. I'm just using a finger sponge dauber to do this. I'm just going to do it really quickly. I'm going to go down that first line and I'm going to move my mask as I need. And then once I finish that, I'll flip it over just because I'm right-handed and it's easier to have it masked on the left. So I'll start masking on the left side, and now I'm going to go all the way down the row here and move the mask when I need to. Once I'm finished with my coloring, I'm going to pull this off, and then I'm going to clean my stencil and then come back. So here's what it looks like. It doesn't really look like anything right now. Now here's the way I had it. Now I'm going to pick it up and flip it over and then make sure that I've got what I've already colored covered with the stencil. And this will give me the alternating boxes. So this time I'm using my Hero Arts Shadow Ink in Soft Granite. I tried to pick grays that were close to each other in warmth because you can get some really cold grays, you can get some really warm grays, and you want to get two that sort of coordinate with each other, and I found that these two were the best combination that I had. Now I'm going to take this off and reveal my final design. To me, it looks like accordion folded paper that's sort of hanging down. I just think it's a really pretty look. So I'm going to take my surgical tape off, which I've used many times, and that's why it doesn't stick too much to the back. All right, I'm going to stamp my contemporary looking butterfly onto some vellum, and then I'll clear emboss it. I stamped it in VersaFine black onyx ink. I'm using my Stampin' Up! Heat tool because it has two settings. So I started on the high setting and I let it get really hot. Then I put it on low and I started heating up my embossing powder. And when you heat it on low, it really helps a lot with avoiding some warping, and that's really important when you're using vellum. All right, I'm going to punch this out, and the punch goes right up against the edge of the butterfly. And then there's also a smaller punch that coordinates with the set, and I'm just going to punch out a couple of black butterflies. I'm using this U sentiment die by Simon Says Stamp, and so I cut that out of black also. And I'm just going to arrange my pieces how I want them. I'm just going to show you my second part of the sentiment is coming from Thoughtful Messages by Simon Says Stamp. But before I stamp that, I'm going to adhere my elements. I'm just going to use a two-way glue pen to put my U sentiment down. And for my butterflies, I have 1/8 of an inch wide glue dots. And I just touch my butterfly to the glue dot and it sticks to it, and then I just press it down firmly on my cardstock. So I did that with all three butterflies, and now I'm arranging my sentiment with two pieces here, but I'm going to stamp the first one, the bottom one first. I'm going to use VersaFine black onyx ink. Now for the UR, I don't want the U, so I'm just going to position the R where I want it, and then I'm going to take some surgical tape and just cover up the U in the YOU. Just with two pieces because sometimes it goes through. And then I'll ink up the RARE and remove my tape, and that way my RARE is the only thing that's inked up. And then I'll stamp that down onto my card. I want to add something just a little bit extra. I have these sprinkles by Doodlebug Designs in black, clear with sparkles, and white. So I picked three of them. They're self-adhesive. I picked two clear and one black, and I formed them into a triangle. And they're really glossy. They're really pretty. And that is the card for today. So pretty clean and simple and also modern. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.